Hi, I'm Tisha.
I'm Loren.
And this is the Open Booked podcast. Today we are talking about Tower of Dawn, the second to last book in the Throne of Glass series. But first, what are you reading?
So I just finished Tower of Dawn, of course, and I'm trying to finish up Wildfire on Everand. It's the second to the Icebreaker series.
Mm-hmm.
Icebreaker was really big on TikTok like 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cute. It's just like, it is what it is. I'm not going to write home about it, but I'm not going to give it a bad review. I was really just reading that as a placeholder until I could start Kingdom of Ash. So after this, I will immediately be starting Kingdom of Ash. What about you?
I am listening to Rebecca Yaros's In the Likely Event.
Okay.
Love it.
Have you cried? Everyone cries at that book, apparently.
Not yet. I'm halfway through, so
okay.
I don't know.
She likes to make people cry. I think she's a sadist.
Oh yeah. I'm on page 168 of 342, so just over halfway.
Okay. What are you reading it on?
Kindle. It's got the Kindle and audio version, so I'm listening to it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when they do that.
Yes.
Should we talk about some book news first and then jump into our yap?
Yeah.
Okay. I put a list here together of some big authors who have some big releases this month. Number 1, Geneva Rose. The Perfect Divorce. I love to pull a book off the shelf. It has blood sprayed edges.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect Divorce. Sequel to The Perfect Marriage. I think everybody's probably read that one. I don't know how you can top it. That's one of my favorite thrillers.
Yeah.
And so Geneva's a queen, so this is going to be... It's pretty short, though. I think I could read it in like an hour. Like, look how tiny this dude is.
Yeah, it looks really small.
I'm going to call it a novella. Self-proclaiming that. Emily Henry just had a new book, and I don't know if you guys remember, I went on like an Emily Henry kick a few months back and read all of her books and then was like, fuck, I don't have any more.
Yeah.
She just released a new one called Great Big Beautiful Life, and it is available on Spotify Premium for free if you have it. So
nice.
That's probably what I'll do when I inevitably have a hangover and need to finish Kingdom of Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, and then the last one, Abby Jimenez, Say You'll Remember Me. I actually think we covered one of her books when we did that, 5 Christmas mini series thing we did.
Yeah.
I think she had written one of those minis. And so did Emily Henry. And I think we determined that our favorite was Emily Henry.
Or was it Tessa Bailey?
Or was it Tessa Bailey?
I think it was Tessa.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Well, except for the Wiener one.
Yeah, whoever wrote the Wiener one. I can't see the Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile ever again.
Nope.
And y'all, it's in Bentonville a lot. Let's be real. It's literally here a lot.
Yeah, if you go down Restaurant Row.
Yeah.
It's like always at that first hotel.
Yeah. It might live here, y'all. I don't know. But anyways, the last one, okay, this is speculation, but we love to speculate. For 1, Bloomsbury Publishing. I'm going to say all the facts first. Okay? Bloomsbury Publishing, aka the publisher of Sarah J Maas's books, has been getting really active in the ACOTAR department lately.
Mm-hmm.
First piece of evidence that we're getting an announcement. Number 2, they just sent giant ACOTAR books.
Huge. Yeah.
Like those spooky skeletons from Home Depot huge.
Yeah.
I need one of those books next to a spooky skeleton. That would just be my aesthetic.
Yeah.
Huge. Now, I think SJM's intentional. We're all fans. We've read all of her books, except for one at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We know she is a intentional queen.
Mm-hmm.
I think the page that it was open to is intentional. It is where Rhysand, spoiler alert, kind of, it's in the first book. Is anything that happens in the first really a spoiler?
No.
Okay,
Really.
it's in the first book where Rhysand pretends to know Feyre at Calamine, or however you say it, because she was about to get attacked by these dudes. And he says, "There you are." And it's a huge TikTok trend. Everyone loves, "There you are. I've been looking for you," blah, blah, blah. That is the page that it is, all of them are open to. Okay? Society, what day is Calamine?
May
Tomorrow, May 1st. Okay, so there's second piece of evidence.
All of this is true.
Okay, I have the third and final, and I'm just gonna bring it on home. This lady is a sleuth, okay? I need to find this TikTok. I think I sent it to you. So give her the credit. Okay. Apparently Bloomsbury Publishing at their board event meeting, something like that, put that they thought they would significantly exceed expectations financially. Okay, why, might you ask? She says, "I went and looked to see what books were launching. Scheduled launched. Nothing crazy. A couple big ones, not enough for them to have been trending down, actually, prior to this. Not enough new releases for them to be, exceeding expectations, okay? That tells me there's something releasing that we don't know about that they know is going to kick ass.
What else could it be?
It could be they did those Night Court editions. I am convinced we are getting an SJM ACOTAR 6 announcement. And you can't change my mind.
And it'll be before the end of the year.
Yes, you can't change my mind. And this is exactly what we need to get through our Onyx Storm hangovers. So, that being said, we're recording this on April 30th. Hopefully, when we record in a few days, we're announcing ACOTAR 6.
Yes.
And I want it to be Elaine's book. Because I need to know what that creepy bitch is up to.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, that's it. Any other book news? You want to jump into the yapping?
I mean, not really book, but book turned movie. We got more casting updates for Reminders of Him, my favorite book of all time.
We have a full cast now, right?
Yeah, we have Scotty's mom is going to be Lauren Graham, which I think she would be better suited for Ledger's mom because they're really joking and lighthearted everything. But I'm going to trust the process because Lauren Graham is still really good in her more serious roles too. And the guy from The Handmaid's Tale that helps June, I can't think of his name. I just saw it today. He is going to be Scotty's dad. And I think that's going to be perfect. And then JJ as Scotty, young Scotty.
I can't believe they cast JJ from Outer Banks for that role.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's going to do great. I think he fits. JJ pretty much is who I picture for Scotty in the book anyway. So I think they killed, personality-wise and everything.
Perfect.
I think they killed that casting.
Yeah. Still not loving the Tyreek Winters for Ledger.
Yeah, I went on a drunken rant about the Ledger casting at a concert to Tisha and our poor husbands who had no clue what I was talking about.
And then the two for Kenna, not a very well-known person. I can't think of her name right now, but
I didn't have beef with her.
Yeah, she's not
casting.
She's not bad by any means. She's just not well-known, so we'll see how that goes. But
could be a breakout role for her.
Yeah, so, for sure, because this is going to be a big 2 years for Colleen Hoover books.
Yeah, she's got so many. We have, what is it? The stupidest fucking one on the planet.
Regretting You.
And they have James fucking Franco, or is it Dave
Yes.
Franco? I'm like, what?
James, I think.
We got a Franco in this bitch? Anyways, yeah. I was shocked by that. I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna watch it. Did I hate the book? Yes. But
yes.
I'm gonna watch the movie.
Yes. And then Without Merit is going to be one.
That is?
I think it's going to be a show.
Okay, I was going to say, that one's kind of... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Layla.
that one isn't in, someone has purchased rights to it. I want to say it's Hulu or HBO.
Oh, please, HBO. Hulu, don't fucking touch shit.
Maybe it was Prime even.
HBO or Netflix are like the only two that I trust.
Yes, to do it good.
Coho movies going to, or Coho books going. Verity, Regretting You, Reminders of Him. That's it, is what it says.
Okay, it is going to be a movie. There's no official announcement yet, apparently, for when. Oh wait, Layla Colleen Hoover movie.
Regretting You is going to be in the movie theaters in October.
Yeah, which I think is so weird that they are just now announcing all of these people. It's May.
And yeah,
almost.
And the Verity is coming out
next year, right? June 15th.
They just wrapped filming, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, if they're just now casting these people for Regretting You, how are they going to have it done in time? Is this going to be another fucking It Ends With Us scenario where it's drug on for 6 months after it was supposed to be released?
Reminders of Him will be in the big screen February of 2026. So we have an October, a February. We have a December too, because we have The Housemaid in December.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that's obviously Frida McFadden.
Yeah. I think the movie's going to be really good. Yeah.
The movie's going to be really good. The movie's going to be, the cast is perfect.
Yeah.
They literally couldn't have picked a better main four characters. I'm interested to see Brandon Sklenar play, oh, never mind, I'm not going to say it. It'll spoil the whole fucking book. I'm interested to see him play this role.
Yeah.
It's very different from the cowboy shoot 'em up that he's played multiple times, so
yeah,
we'll see. Anyways,
yeah. Okay, back to other news.
Yeah, back to other news. I actually have a funny story that I found thanks to ChatGPT, and then we're going to talk about ChatGPT after. Okay, there was a guy who was trying to climb Mount Fuji. He got rescued because he was stranded. Okay, he was near the peak. They rescue him. This motherfucker goes back because he lost his phone and then has to get rescued again.
Honey, stay off the mountain, buy a new phone. Like,
oh no, what is you doing?
Get that insurance claim. Like, come on. It is not worth getting stranded twice.
They are going to bill him, and I guarantee you a new phone was cheaper than the air flight he's gonna.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? Okay, we're talking about ChatGPT. Bunny, aka Jelly Roll's wife, thinks that ChatGPT is demonic because it told her the same thing that a psychic told her. But, you know what? I didn't know about this. The other night we were playing games with one of our friends, and he said, have you asked GPT what you were in your past life? And I was like, no. And then this bunny video, he's like, you should do it, it's funny. And then this bunny video came out, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess it's a trend right now. But is it like a AI Ouija board?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's sentient. OpenAI has rolled back ChatGPT to an earlier version of the AI model after a new update displayed overly supportive but disingenuous behavior, a quirk the tech firm described as uncomfortable and unsettling for users.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, too sycophant-y.
Sycophanty?
Yeah. What does sycophant mean? A person who exhibits excessive and insincere flattery or adoration, often to gain favor or advantage from a more powerful or influential individual who behaves in a servile or fawning manner.
That's a weird.
But yeah, I mean, her story was really creepy, and Yeah, seeing the like past lives, it's a little bit creepy. Kind of cool, but also creepy.
Yeah. No, I have a funny story about past life. Um, my dad told me this like when I was like an adult, and I have zero recollection of it. And we could probably do a whole episode on this whole like reincarnation conspiracy theory because
Mm-hmm.
I went down a TikTok black hole one time about this, and like kids up until like 5 say the most wild shit that they know. There's no way they got it from anywhere.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
literally no way. And then they forget that they say it and never
Mhm.
talk about it again. I heard a really creepy one about the Titanic where the kid knew like way too much as like
Mhm.
4 years old. But apparently I was like 3 or 4 or something, and my grandpa smokes. And my dad said something about smoking. And I said, I won't ever do that. I did that in my last life and I swore never again, or something like that as a little kid. And he thought it was hilarious and told me like later. And I was like, he's like, do you remember? And I was like, I have no memory of that. But I mean, compared to stories on the internet, like a lot of kids say stuff like that. And in
Oh, yeah.
my household, I was, especially at that age, extremely sheltered. I couldn't even
Mhm.
watch Harry Potter. Where would I have gotten anything about reincarnation? Because
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch about That's So Raven for
Mhm.
psychic. So
Mhm.
I would have not learned about reincarnation. So where did I hear that? It's interesting.
Yeah. That's
Maybe we
wild.
should do a tinfoil hat episode on that.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do after we finish the series is just like a month of just like tinfoil hat shit because we've got so much of it.
Yeah. And every week we bring our favorite and make a PowerPoint.
I don't know about a PowerPoint. That seems like a lot of work.
Or notes. We bring our favorite to share with the class. Yeah. You know the first one I'm doing.
The moon.
The moon. You're doing fluoride. I
don't know.
Time travel.
Maybe. Did you ever watch that movie? I think I told you about it.
Which one?
It's about time travel, but it's a love story too with, I think it's Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, like the Hulk?
Yeah. It's like Caution When Opening or something like that. Show me everything. If it's not Mark Ruffalo, I'm gonna be real sad. Man, it's not showing up. Oh, but speaking of him, did you see he's about to be in Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the third in the Now You See Me series?
No.
I saw the trailer for it today and it looks like it's gonna be really good.
Love.
Dang it, that's gonna bug me now. Oh, Safety Not Guaranteed.
Okay. I haven't watched it.
It's got Audrey Plaza in it.
Homegirl.
Yeah, and it's not Mark Ruffalo. It's the guy from New Girl. But I can't think of his name in the show. No, Jake Johnson. Oh, he's Nick Miller.
Picture this guy. Oh, I picture him. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He was in Drinking Buddies.
I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, time travel might be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Good rabbit hole. Okay, Diddy trial. Diddy trial starts Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, finally.
And I watched a video today that says they think he's going to plead this insanity. He started like spiraling, and they think it's a setup for him to play like that he has some sort of mental disability.
Great.
Which pisses me off. Because people with real mental disability, it's just like women who play like rape and make everything else unbelievable. That's the same way I feel about that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fucking lie, people, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's messed up, but I don't think it is warranting him to get special trial treatment or sentencing treatment.
Definitely not.
It should be the most severe sentence possible, but
yes,
I don't think anyone gives a shit.
With no chance of parole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of true crime, this guy that I follow that's a pretty like reliable, doesn't post just a bunch of shit, said that Epstein list was released and like posted it to a social, and that's the only post I've seen about it at all. Weird. It's all the same people we knew, like the Clintons, Stephen Hawking, which I'm like, that one doesn't make sense to me, but okay. and like all these same people that we knew. So I don't know if it's legit or if it is legit and it's being like filtered and we can't see it.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe like the incidents with Epstein might have been before he was paralyzed, but he was paralyzed way back in the 60s, late 60s, and lost the ability to speak in 1985. So definitely, probably not.
No, maybe he just. Never mind. I'm not going to finish my sentence. Okay. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't had time to dig in, but I thought it was worth mentioning. If any of you know if it's true or not, comment, let us know. But we'll circle back on that after we do some more research because I don't want to say either way.
Yeah.
Okay. More pyramid findings. Mm-hmm. What did you say? I'll let you opine on that.
So there was a video. I sent it to you. But this guy said that someone finally made it to the bottom of one of the pyramids. And basically there were these pools of water that were like the bluest blue you could find anywhere. But they were like preservation ponds or pools. And there were these humanoid like beings in each of these ponds, fully preserved after hundreds and hundreds of years. So that's the only video I've seen about it specifically. So could all just be made up, but it's interesting, especially since we saw like the granite conductor things signaling they might have electricity or other things. So we'll see.
Yeah. No, yeah, they thought it was some sort of like conduit or power. I think it could be like those bodies you're talking about. It could be maybe like a sort of mummification process they used to do that we haven't discovered yet. I feel like every hour they're still discovering shit in Egypt. It's just insane to me that we are so far in life and have still not uncovered so much of the ocean and of the earth.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's wild.
Okay, well, we'll keep you guys posted on that. You know we love a good history update as well. Let's see here. Next thing on the list was the Blake Lively mom speech. You want to talk about that?
Oh my
Your favorite girl, Blake Lively?
She was accepting some award from Time magazine.
She didn't deserve.
No, because she donated money to BLM because she was being dragged through the mud because she got married at a plantation and everybody brought it back up. So she donated a bunch of money to be like, haha, you guys are stupid. Here, take this distraction. Yeah. So she's getting an award for her generosity and blah, blah, blah. And her entire speech was about her mom essentially being sexually assaulted. And
like that's her news to tell?
Right? And she supposedly almost died because of this. And someone helped her. And that's why Blake is alive today. I don't know if it's horrible. There's a whole Candace Owens video about it, but it was really stupid and bad and poor taste. And just kind of shows yet again how out of touch she is with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane. Yeah, no, I'm like, she's starting to show her face again. Like they went to a soccer game, they did that award, then they did this premiere, like Hugh Jackman showed up with them, like they're starting to get out more. But yeah, I'm so, anytime I see her, I used to be like, oh my god, she's so pretty. Now I see her and be like, you fucking bitch. You mean, bully, delusional, psychotic person.
Yes.
Yeah, anyways. We're still waiting on that trial.
Yeah.
Okay, should we talk about this book?
Let's dive in.
Okay, Tower of Dawn. You want to read the back?
Sure. A glorious empire, a desperate quest, an ancient secret. Kael Westfall and Nesrin Falik have arrived in the shining city of Antica to forge an alliance with the Kagan of the southern continent, whose vast armies are Airlies. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, Ali, is it the sister? The little sister?
I don't know. Erileas. Airlies, last hope. But they have also come to Antica for another purpose. Oh, Aurelia, yes. That makes sense.
Did you read this?
No, I listened.
You have no excuse. The narrator told you how to say that.
But it doesn't look like it sounds.
They never do.
No, it's awful. But they've also come to Antica for another purpose, to seek the healing powers at the famed Torre Chesme. Irene Towers has no desire to help the young lord from Otterlin, let alone heal him, yet she has sworn an oath to assist those in need, and she will honor it. Kael, Nesrin, and Irene will have to draw on every scrap of their resilience to overcome the danger that surrounds them, but while they become entangled in political webs, long-awaited answers slumber deep in the mountains. Answers that might offer their world a chance at survival or doom them all. The search for allies extends to a new land, and the final battle looms in the 6th book.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to start by saying we were wrong last week when we said this one's going to be against Erewhon and the next one's going to be Maeve. Dumbasses. That's my first point.
Nobody was even in it. I was like, I
had the hardest time getting through this book because I fucking hate Kael Westfall. I think he's a little bitch.
I like him more now.
I like him more, but I don't want a man who kills someone and throws up. I'll never get over it. I will never get over it. You're our main male character. You're supposed to slay your enemies because they look at your lady wrong. Like, don't even just fucking throw up. Like, I can't.
But also, spoilers for all the books up to now.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't read them, come back later.
Go away.
But when he almost died in this one, I was like, I really thought he died 2 books ago, so not a big loss.
Oh my god. I really wasn't. If I was sad, it was for Irene because I liked Irene. I like Irene.
Yeah.
And I don't usually like female characters, but I like her. I like her because she's not like this badass fighter that can like beat any man. Like she's a healer. Mm-hmm. But she's got a little sass, And
she don't take no shit.
She don't take no shit, but she's not gonna be like Selena and like kill someone. She's gonna like just be a smartass. Yeah. And I like it. But I am regretting not doing the tandem read. You're supposed to read. I'm not supposed to. We collectively decided we weren't doing any tandem shit.
Yeah. Who has time
for
that?
Yeah, exactly. We would have had to not have an episode and needed 2 weeks. And I don't have time when I'm during the day listening to this to pause, go from this book to the other book because we're listening. Yeah, no. It just if you're doing paper, I guess it makes more sense in my head because you lose track of it when you're listening. You don't know when the chapters change. Yeah. They run together. Like I was on chapter 7, next I knew I'm on 25. That's how it works when you listen. Yeah. But I think the tandem read would have gone well here because I would have hurried and rushed through the Tower of Dawn stuff to get back to the Empire Storms. Because I want to know what's going on with Aelin and Rowan and Dorian and Manon and all these other characters I'm way more invested in than Kael's bitch ass in his fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, for literally the first half of it, I was like, what the fuck is the point in any of this? Yeah. I don't. Like, this is a whole different book. It doesn't even fucking relate. And then she brought out her little scrap and read it. And I was like, Assassin's Blade. Okay. Yep.
I knew that was the same girl early in the book. I didn't know the scrap is what she carried around. But remember when I texted you and was like, have you started it yet? More Assassin's Blade connections. That's when I put together who she was, because she said something about a girl in a bar giving her money to get to the Torre or whatever Chesme. Is it Torre? Yeah.
Torre Chesme.
Torre Chesme. And I was like, oh shit, that's Aelin. This is more SJM being like a connecting queen. Yes. But that was one of the coolest things for me, was connecting it back to Aelin. And at the end, he didn't even fucking tell her when he put it together and saw her handwriting.
No, he just started crying.
He just started crying. Again. Pussy! Dude! Communicate. Tell her. Yeah. The person who wrote this will want to see it, or whatever he said.
Yeah. Because she was like, I don't need it anymore. Like, I have you. Because we're fucking married. Yet another wedding nobody gets to take part of or witness.
The only SJM wedding we've seen is, spoiler alert, Feyre and Tamlin, okay? And we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Another fucking wedding we don't get to see. I was like, okay, I don't care this much on this one. It's just adding to the fuel to the fire. But the biggest wow moment for me, we all knew Maeve was bad. We all knew that she was going to have another showdown with Aelin, but she's even worse than we thought.
Yeah.
So, interested to see how, like, we've got all these, this book very much got, okay, the last book we got all of the other people together. This book gets this group together, and then I think they're going to join forces. Yeah. I'm just interested when they roll up and realize that Aelin is in a metal box with a metal collar, metal shackles, and the person pretending to be Aelin is a shapeshifter. Like, is Rowan going to tell him that? Because Chaol fucked her. He knows who she is and who she isn't. He's going to be able to tell that it's not Aelin.
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing. Is Rowan going to tell him?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
Chaol
think so
will know,
until...
and then they'll have this big blowout because they're keeping things from him again.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. But maybe. Maeve being a whatever queen. Bolg.
Yeah. Blew my mind. I was like, what?
Yeah. It was an interesting addition. Did I miss what happened to the other brother? Because there's 3, they said. Maeve, Erewhon, and then one more, which they assumed he was, like, defeated.
Yeah, I think she killed him.
Okay.
That's what I gathered, because it was, like, down to the 2 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and Lysandra is the niece of Falcon.
Oh, yes! I thought that was a nice touch, too.
Yeah.
That's going to be like a family home. Everyone's going to get their, like, answers. Because this series is complete. So we know Kingdom of Ash, it's done.
Is it? Yeah.
I feel like we've put in so much work to get to this moment, too. It's like, this is 8 weeks we've been in the weeds in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time.
After our tinfoil hat episodes, I think we might need to do like a thriller or a rom-com. We need to throw something else in there before we jump into another fantasy series, which I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask this. Did your thoughts on Chaol change from chapter 1 to the end of the book?
Yeah, I liked him more.
Yeah.
I could appreciate him a little bit more.
Yeah. I agree. I don't really like him. I don't think he's main male character, book boyfriend material. I think he's a good side character.
Yeah.
I do not think he should have had his old book. We are through it now. But I think he's a good side character, and he's had a good character arc from being such a goody-goody in the beginning to being like a rebel leader to being like, God, I don't even know what all he is at this point. Lord.
Yeah.
Hand of the King, ambassador to Terrasen. Bro's got a resume. I will say that.
Yeah.
Almost killed a pregnant woman. Casual. Okay. Were you surprised about his healing journey being not just physical blow, but mental. I didn't expect that, honestly.
No, I wasn't expecting that from him at all, because he just seems very like shallow, like surface level.
Yeah. What do you think about Irene? That's how you say it, right? It's a fucking Y, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irene. Okay, what do you think of her story? I love it.
I did too. Loved it.
I loved that she came from nothing and worked her way. Aelin saved her. Like, I just think that is like a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait for Aelin to. This reminds me of like the housemaid's daughter that's with Lorcan now. Oh, I forgot about them until just now. They're so cute. What's her name? Alid?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like giving the same kind of like coming full circle.
Yeah.
God, I feel like it's been so long since I've checked in on my friends. Alid, Lorcan, Rowan, Dorian. Manon.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get a lot of them.
Yeah, we're gonna get everybody in this next book, I think. I wonder if it changes the point of views, or if we're gonna stay third person.
I don't know. I kind of hope it's third person, but also would like to like see more into their minds.
What did you think of the Coggin and like all the kids? Honestly, they've got shit figured out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Caution. Interesting name for a prince. But how obviously he had the hots for Irene.
Mm-hmm.
Irene. I want to say E because it's a Y, and I feel like
yeah.
Yeet. He had the hots for her. I think he took the downfall good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was good. It could have been way worse. It could have caused a bunch of kingdom drama because people have been killed for less.
For sure.
I also Nezrin. I just don't love her. I don't hate her. I think she's an okay side character, but I don't have like beef. But I'm not like gonna freak out about her.
No, it was kind of pointless and weird, like the way they sail there together, and then he's like, "Actually, you can go on without me."
Yeah, like they sail there together to go on an adventure, and both end up fucking other people.
Yeah, it was like,
but like they're both okay with it. I think what had happened. This is my take. Okay, I think they both were lonely. She just got a new position. He just had a huge life-changing event, and they just knew each other. They were previous little fuck buddies, and they were comfortable with each other, and were like, let's just hang out, like let's just support each other. And then they both had their own individual like character arcs, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
But I like that prince.
Yeah.
Sartak, and the Rukin. I can't picture one of them motherfuckers.
Mm-mm.
Okay, they have Wyvern, which I know is like a dragon.
But 4 legs.
4 legs instead of 2. And then they have Rukin. They described birds. Is it like what those flyers ride in Fourth Wing? What are those called? They call them flyers. Griffins. From the Peanut Gallery. Griffins. Yes, that's maybe. What I'm picturing.
Okay.
Rukin photo. There's a guy named John Ruskin. Fantasy lore. She made this shit up.
Yeah.
There's a picture on Pinterest that looks like a giant eagle.
Okay, so yeah, like a griffin.
Yeah, griffin.
Huh. Okay. And then the horse's name being Butterfly.
I loved that. I thought that was, and it was like a sassy asshole horse. I thought it was funny. That.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I feel like we've kind of hit on everything. This was kind of a build-up book. We had one big revelation, but we're really just getting everything ready for the final battle, which at this point I'm like, is there going to be 2? Or are we going to have a Lord of the Rings situation where everyone shows up at the same time?
I don't know. Knowing SJM, it could be all of the above or none of the above and be something completely different that we're not even expecting.
This is my final question of the pod today. How the fuck does this connect to ACOTAR and Crescent City?
That's what I want to know.
Have we missed the connections? Have we missed them? We've been told they connect. It's very, very obvious how Crescent City and ACOTAR connect. How does Throne of Glass connect? I'm waiting.
It might be because I was reading a little bit on the Throne of Glass wiki, and there's a lot of information, obviously, for the whole series. And I was reading, and I was like, I haven't read that yet. Stop. I was like, ah, I didn't mean to.
Back up.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll happen in this book. If we don't catch it in this book, I'm just going to say we're stupid. I don't fucking know. The only thing I can think of is when she's fighting that one guy in like book 2 or 3, and she accidentally ends up in another realm because she had opened up the portal to talk to Nymeria or whatever her fucking name is.
Oh, yeah, because I thought that too. I thought that she went into Crescent City, though, not...
Yeah, she might have gone into Crescent City, or she might have gone into... There's a part of me that's like, this ancient city with all the Fae underneath, is that Valaris?
I was wondering that too.
This beautiful city full of culture and blah, blah, blah. This sounds like Valaris. Does it smell like sea salt and citrus?
I think it said that. It said it somewhere because I was like,
Valaris.
Wait a minute.
Future.
Yeah.
What's the name of the city that they're staying in? Rifthold? No.
Was it Rifthold?
No.
One of them.
What is the city where the Coggin live?
It's not Aurelia. Antica?
Antica.
Or Torchesme?
How do you spell Antica?
Anticia. Google says there's no direct plot connection.
Citrus notes like lemon. There's no direct plot connections. My fucking ass.
That's what Google says.
That's what all the bitches be saying, the SJM verse. SJM verse.
Okay, on a Reddit, SJM confirmed that the two stories are in the same megaverse and could be connected if someone opened a portal using word keys.
Okay.
When Aelin is falling through worlds, she mentions a winged male and pregnant female on a snowy mountain peak. The male used his dark power to slow her. This is Rhysand and Feyre. Was this mentioned in the ACOTAR series at all? And 2, a city built around a curved river with tall buildings. Valaris. Oh, I also wondered this. There's a question. Has anyone wondered if Amryn is Volg?
100! That is a theory! That is a fucking theory. That's what I'm talking about. But Throne of Glass is done, so...
Yeah.
How do we confirm?
Maybe she survived. Like, maybe she was like a cast-out Volg, and that's how she got... Like, she used a word key or something and got to Valaris.
What?
Because she never says what she is, right?
No.
Like, that was one of our biggest questions.
Does she bleed black?
I don't remember.
Okay. That's a good one to sleep on, my friends. Tisha coming in with the theories. All right. Got her on Reddit the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I think we may need if this book is anything like Onyx Storm or any, you know what? I'm going to be pissed. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to be pissed if she does Crescent City 4 before ACOTAR 6.
Oh, yeah.
She could, though. She
could. I don't like it.
I think I need to do a Crescent City reread.
I'm going to wait till the next one comes out, and then I'll do one. Or at least until it's announced, and then I'll do it.
We'll plan it out.
Huh. Yep, I'm going to have to read this whole Reddit thread.
Yeah. Keep us posted. Take notes. We can debrief.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it?
That's all she wrote.
All right. Be sure to go follow our socials. Leave us a comment if you've read the books. If we are in for heartbreak or anything else. And hopefully when we record in a few days, we can give you good news of ACOTAR 6 or Crescent City 4. maybe. I really hope it's Avatar 6 though.
Watch it be like a whole new fucking series.
Oh my god, no. Finish what you started.
Yeah.
But yeah, next week we'll be talking about Kingdom of Ash, the final book in the Throne of Glass series. We are excited to be done with that and move on to something new. So yeah, we will talk to you guys later.